Hi everybody, it's Laura from Green Tree, and today we're talking about smoothies. I'm sure most of you have had or made smoothies at some point, probably both, but there's a lot of stuff that you can squeeze into those smoothies to make them healthier and make them more of a meal than you might have done previously. My kind of rule of thumb when I go to make smoothies is to look at them and say, okay, if I laid all of these ingredients out on a plate or in a cup when there's liquids, would I think that this was actually a meal? And then if not, am I treating this as a snack or a meal? So the goal here is to show you some things you can add into those smoothies to make them more like a meal when you're trying to get something that you can drink on the go, take with you, make for the next morning, that's actually going to help you stay full and give you some nutrition instead of just being like kind of a fancy juice. So I've got two different ones for you today. I made a strawberry banana ginger. You can see all the little bits of strawberry in here. And so inside this smoothie, I went ahead and I hid a carrot and pumpkin seeds and some spices in the form of ginger. So there's really actually a lot going on in here. I'm going to give you the recipe for this strawberry banana one. First, start with 2 cups of frozen fruit. It doesn't have to be strawberry if you don't like strawberry. Blueberries also work really well for this. Mango works great. You can mix and match. The only thing I would suggest is that if you don't have a super powerful blender, if you use a lot of berries, there will be a lot of seeds in it when you're done. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're picking your fruit combo. So, 2 cups of frozen fruit. Then you want to add 2 cups of liquid. I like to use unsweetened coconut milk or unsweetened, or rather plain coconut water. You can also use yogurt, either plain or flavored. Anything that's going to give it similar volume to the fruit and give it that smoothie texture. Then, once you've had those in there, you're going to want to add a carrot. Now, I would say like 1 medium carrot is probably what you want to add. Just cut off the top and the bottom and make sure it's clean. You don't actually have to peel it. You could also use 2 small carrots. I use 2 tiny red carrots for this because that's what we have in bulk currently is local red carrots. You really can't taste them in something sweet like this. Then 2 bananas, frozen. So there's no ice getting added to this. I'm using all frozen fruit to give it that cold smoothie feeling and texture. So you can either use 2 frozen bananas or you can use pitted dates. Just take and rip the date open, pop the little pit out, and throw a few of those in there. This is your sweetener. Next, you want to go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of seeds. My favorite is probably hemp seeds because they're so small like this that they blend in really, really smoothly, unlike some of the other seeds that you can add to your smoothies like flax or chia that can either leave a grainy texture or just change the texture of your smoothie. These sort of disappear into it. But in the one I made today, I actually used raw pumpkin seeds because those will also blend in well. They add a lot of protein and fiber and good fats to your smoothie, so they're really nice to use. And then a teaspoon of ground ginger because I just like that little zip to my fruit smoothies, but you could also use cinnamon or vanilla or any other flavor that really speaks to you. Cardamom is another good one. And then I add a pinch of salt to my smoothies because it helps the flavors pop in a way that having all sweet ingredients doesn't do. If you need to avoid sodium, don't do it. If you can have the salt, add that little pinch of salt. It really does improve the flavor. The second one I made today is chocolate peanut butter. You can see this one's super thick. You can't even really see where the line is at the top. And this one has a whole bunch of oatmeal hidden in it. Oatmeal is really great in smoothies because it adds a lot of fiber, it thickens up the texture, and it'll keep you feeling full a lot longer than if you just have the smoothie ingredients. So this one has 2 cups of milk, in this case coconut milk. You could again use any non-dairy milk, yogurt, coconut water, whatever suits you. Then 2 frozen bananas. Again, for the sweetener, you can throw in a couple of dates if you like it to be sweeter than that. Next, I added a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. So that's a lot of fat and protein. So that, along with the oatmeal, is really going to stick with you over the course of the day. Then I added 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. You can go with 2 if you're more of a milk chocolate person, but I like a really oomph of a chocolate flavor in my smoothie. Then I went ahead and added pumpkin seeds, 3 tablespoons, just like in the fruit smoothie, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. That really actually improves the chocolate flavor of a smoothie to add just a couple teaspoons of vanilla extract to it. And then finally a pinch of salt, again to just kind of boost the flavors in the smoothie. If you're adding oatmeal to your smoothie and you don't have a really strong blender, use quick oats because they're a lot finer and they'll blend in quickly. If you have a really strong blender, go ahead and go straight for the regular rolled oats. Or even if you're going to leave it soak overnight, you could even use steel cut. So I'm going to post these recipes on the website. You don't have to try and get them all down from this if you don't want to. And I just want to throw out there, the other thing that I will often add to smoothies is probiotic capsules. If I want to give them an extra oomph, I will add in, so each one of these recipes makes like 2 16-ounce smoothies. I'll add in 1 dose worth of probiotics for each serving of smoothie. So I usually take 2 of these. So if I'm making a 2-serving smoothie, I'd throw 4 of them in there. The capsules will dissolve, blend right up, and then you have that little extra kick on top of the other nutrition that you're getting out of your smoothie. So the last thing I'm going to do is a real quick little rundown of the add-ins. If you come to the store for the sample in the next hour or so, I can give you one of these in person, and later I'll be posting them on the website. So my recommended smoothie add-ins: greens. Greens are so easy to hide, especially in fruit smoothies. They will change the color, so it's not always great for kids, but spinach works Sorry guys. Spinach works especially well, and you can use kale, but you want to strip out those center stems first because you're never going to get rid of that pulp. I don't care what else you add to the smoothie, you're going to be able to tell that it's in there. So greens, carrots are great because they're sweet and they will disappear into a fruit smoothie. I mean, you taste this, it tastes like strawberry. You cannot tell that there are carrots in this. Just don't overpower it and you're going to get all that extra nutritional boost. Oatmeal, like I said, helps keep you full, helps thicken the smoothie. It's great if you have a lot of powders and liquid ingredients because it kind of smooths it out. Hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds. Seeds generally are really good in smoothies. They add protein, they add fiber. A lot of times they'll add omega-3 or 6 fatty acids, which is something good to have in your diet. My preference is probably hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia and flax, but that's a texture issue for me personally. You use whatever you like. Then I would say I like to use coconut milk or coconut water or any other unsweetened non-dairy milk because it's a lot less sugar than when you use juice as your smoothie base. When you use juice, you're ratcheting up the sugar factor and it's not going to stick with you as long. You're going to get that initial kind of rush of energy and then you're going to be like, oh, just like if you had too much coffee. Spices, cinnamon, ginger, vanilla, cardamom, nutmeg, anything that you would use in a dessert. I love to do squash smoothies and use pumpkin pie spice as my seasoning. That's just a nice little way that you can get some of these herbs and spices that are really good for you into your smoothies. If you've never tried fresh basil in a strawberry smoothie, try it. It's so good. Fresh herbs generally actually. Mint works really well in chocolate smoothies. And if you're doing something that's more of a vegetable base, you can throw in some parsley or even cilantro. They can be very assertive though, so I wouldn't add a lot of cilantro if you're going to be around other people all day. And then finally, I would say instead of adding sugar to sweeten your smoothie, try frozen bananas, pitted dates, natural sugars like a little drizzle of maple syrup, and you're not going to need quite as much to bring that flavor up, and it's not going to give you the crash that you get when you just pour sugar or even honey straight into your smoothie. So those are my smoothie tips. If you want to try the strawberry banana ginger or the chocolate peanut butter oatmeal, come on down. I'm going to be doing this for the next hour or so. Watch for the recipes on the website in the next couple of days. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Bye.